A critical shortage is unfolding across rural America. According to a 2023 Farm Journal Foundation study, more than 500 counties across the U.S. face shortages of food animal veterinarians, and only 3 to 4% of the new veterinary school graduates choose to practice large animal. That's a stark decline from 40 years ago, when about 40% of graduates specialized in that area. But this weekend, we show you how the University of Nebraska is partnering with Nebraska's governor to tackle the issue and reverse the alarming trend.
It's a high-demanding job. Being a large animal vet comes with high education costs and often lower salaries compared to small animal vets. But it's also rigorous work with long hours and physical demands. It's those issues causing a widespread shortage showing up across rural America. And as fewer students pursue a career focused on food animals, it's coming at a cost to livestock producers who are often in those remote rural areas. But that trend is something the University of Nebraska-Lincoln is now working to reverse.
Through the governor and a lot of our state leaders who recognize the need for production animal health DVMs out in rural Nebraska. And so we all know that there's that shortage. And so they partnered with us to identify and develop a scholarship program for these students.
What's called the Elite 11 Production Animal Health Scholarship Program is designed to reward and help those individuals who want to focus on production animals as a vet. And to be eligible, the student must be from Nebraska.
These cohorts start as freshmen in college. So they just graduated from high school. They've identified that they want to go down the path of practicing veterinary medicine in rural Nebraska with production animals. So beef cattle, dairy cattle, swine, poultry, those production animal spots out in rural Nebraska.
Van Overbeck says they just welcomed their second class this fall. And each year it's been available for up to 20 animal science or veterinary science students to start in the program.
We're trying to capture these students from the time they're setting foot on campus and helping them realize their dream and their pathway and their goal by establishing a scholarship program that starts with freshmen in college.
But that's just the start. The first 2 years, the student can get a 50% scholarship for their undergraduate program. And then after 2 years, 11 students plus 2 alternates will be selected to receive a 100% tuition scholarship for years 3 and 4 of their undergraduate programs.
And then if they meet those requirements, those 11 are given automatic admission after they do the application process to veterinary school in our PPVM, our pre-professional vet med program that we have in cooperation with Iowa State. If they become veterinarians, go down that path, find a rural community that they want to practice in. If they stay there for 8 years in a rural practice for 8 years, primarily production animal medicine, they're eligible for 100% loan forgiveness through this program.
Sydney Hutchinson was one of the first 20 students accepted into the scholarship program last year.
I always knew I was interested in doing something with an agricultural background, but then I showed livestock and got to help with routine stuff on the farm like vaccinations, help pull a few calves here and there. So it was those type of things that first got me interested in veterinary medicine.
From West Point, Nebraska, she got a job at the local vet clinic. And that's when she fell in love with vet medicine even more.
I think just gradually I kind of knew yeah, this is what I want to do.
But it's also through that experience she discovered working with small animals wasn't her calling.
The surgery part of it's cool, but just being in the clinic, running those types of appointments, I don't really picture myself doing that. Picture myself as more of a large animal vet.
Originally, this Nebraska native wasn't on a path to attend UNL. She was already accepted into K-State.
Found out about this program through a family friend, and I had to apply because it's in Nebraska, and Nebraska is home to me. That's where I've always seen myself coming back to. So having this program show up at just the right time worked out great for me. Got to come here, and I think that too just really affirmed yeah, this vet med thing's gonna work out for me. Everything's falling into place like it should.
Now she's just thankful for the opportunity, not only to go to school here in Nebraska, but to possibly help establish a foundation for future large animal vets across remote parts of the state.
Very grateful for Nebraska and everyone who had a hand in initiating this program. You know, finding large animal veterinarians is a struggle in the state, especially those that want to come back and work in rural. So to have them investing in the next generation and the young generation, it's huge just to know that they have all this faith in us and they're right there behind us, and then to have that support as we go through it is a really cool experience too.
a program aimed at bolstering the number of new veterinarians in the state while also investing in the next generation. Could also create a critical lifeline for ranchers and livestock producers across the Cornhusker state.
Well, experts say these veterinarians have a big task, protecting livestock, which also means the U.S. food supply. And if there's a shortage in that line of defense, it also puts food security at risk. Well, up next, we're taking a road trip 230 miles west of here to check out a classic Farmall F20 with Machinery Pete.